Hello, I'm Jacob Coles and I graduated from the Keele University in 2009 with a dual honours degree in computer science and music technology. After Keele, I got an audio internship and subsequently a junior sound design position at EA's Brightlight studio based in Guildford, and I worked there for just over a year and a half on the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, which got released on all platforms. And then after EA, I got myself an audio developer position at Jagex Game Studio in Cambridge, which are famous for the game RuneScape, which you may or may not have heard of. And I've been working ever since on Transformers Universe Online, which releases next year. Working in games has certainly given me quite a lot of different roles to fulfill, doing sound design, recording, editing speech, doing some composing, and then creatively implementing all of these assets to make a really immersive soundtrack for the players to experience. I first heard about the possibility of working in games through one of the guest lecturers who spoke at Keele during my first year, who was an ex-Keelite himself, who then went on to become an audio director at various game studios. So if it wasn't for Keele, I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now. Studying at Keele certainly helped me in even more ways than that. From learning creative aesthetics to something which from the offset seems really simple but it's really stuck to me for up to now, which is to treat everything as if it was for a client than just an assignment. Really have pride in your work. This goes down from the overall quality of your work to not just presenting on a disc wrapped in a crumpled bit of paper with your name on it. I mean, if a producer receives that, then that's only one place that it's going to go, and that's in the bin, without anyone even listening to what's on it. This emphasis on professionalism really has stuck with me, and I think the fact that you get to perform your pieces of work in public in the concerts really kind of cements that in you, and it really gives you that kind of sense of achievement. Another aspect I found really beneficial of studying at Keele was the dual honours system, which really helped me because I have extra knowledge on computing and programming. It helps me talk to those in different disciplines, and it's really just genuinely helpful. My advice to current students would be to make the most of having experienced, talented lecturers. I mean, if you feel that you have a really good idea for a piece of work, or maybe you've started it and hit a block, or not really sure what to do, or something's not quite feeling right, that's what your lecturers are there for. They're always willing to give you really great feedback, and never hesitate to go and see them because they'll always put you on the right track. Another piece of advice I would give would be, once you make it into the real world, so after third year, or even maybe during your degree and you decide to take on some extra work, would be not to take things too personally. If, say, you make a really great bit of work, you're really happy with it, and then whoever your client is decides, yeah, it's not really what I want. It's not so much that your work is completely rubbish, it's more that the way that you've envisioned that piece of work is not how they see it. So it's not really that you've done something badly, it's just not exactly right. So it's something you've got to learn fairly early on, and it's quite tough to deal with at first. Also, never give up trying to do what you really want to do. There's always work out there if you have the drive to find it, be it doing some film work to build experience, which you can find on websites like Mandy.com. You can work on indie games, which can lead to many opportunities. If you take the game Limbo, which I think came out last year, which started off as an indie game and then received wide critical acclaim for sound design especially, and game design, and I think the people involved got great recognition for that. So it may seem like not the most exciting of tasks to begin with. It can become something great, so that's something you should maybe explore. And alternatively, you can do what I did and get an internship, which some companies do offer. If you do want to work in games, there are lots of events during the year with which to meet professionals in the industry and network, like Eurogamer, which has recently happened in London. There's E3, then there's the Develop conferences, which is a huge activity event during the year where there's loads of heads of audio, heads of studios, game designers to go and chat with, and there's really interesting talks with different techniques and all sorts of great featurettes and things for you to learn about. So they're really great. I would definitely go along to those if you're thinking about joining the games industry. And you can also find work on gamesindustry.biz. Also, websites like LinkedIn.com are really good for networking. You can put showreels up, you can join groups with lots of different people who work in the industry, you can have discussions. It's generally really, really good. And certainly I've had a lot of people contact me, and I've made a lot of contacts through that. So yeah, it's really good. And also another good technique to do would be, if you're making a showreel and you want to make it in games, it would be to maybe do some sound design and then use one of the existing currently industry tools to demonstrate how you can use those creatively. So learn Unreal, Fmod and WWise, because they're the three big ones that everyone uses. So if you can demonstrate that you can use all three, or maybe even one or two, that'll certainly put you in good stead. So I think that's pretty much what I'm here for. So good luck, and always strive to push yourself to do the best you possibly can, and hopefully I'll be working with you in the future.